Their fans. So obviously the Sun Devils lost the game. Couldn't watch it because I came back from another game. I was listening by radio, had the phone out. I had people asking me for updates, saying what was going on, and I heard they were up at one point and then they lost. That's what happens when you're the underdog. The one thing I will say is they covered the point spread at Vegas. They did cover the double-digit odds. They had, they blew it on a last-second field goal, from what I heard, and there was also a field goal blocked by A.J. Green. He burned us. He burned them. But, hey, the Sun Devil defense, they came alive, and they didn't run up the score like Magnum said 2 months ago. They did not go 38-10, and they're not an embarrassing team, This is one thing I can say we learned from the Pac-10 this week. There's 9 teams very deep in the Pac-10. And, I'll have a little Pac-10 report later, but, the Pac-10 is deep with 9 teams. Anyone can win each other. It's just like the SEC. Every team, it's pretty hard to win. It's a conference game. Whether you're on the road or at home, it's really hard. And the only cupcake in the conference is maybe Washington State. That's like the only team. But everyone else, the Pac-10, they put up a fight today. And, even though the Devils lost, it's kind of a moral victory for them because they definitely have a force in them. And they played a defense out there like none other. We knew that they were good. We just wondered if that offense would have anything. Sure, they score, but that defense played a hell of a game, and I gave the props there. I changed my background to Rennie Curran, just like you asked. Have it up for a week, but, still a good Devils. Unfortunately, that hurt. A little bit of a Pac-10 report before I go, and, I'll focus on UCLA facing UCLA has to face Stanford next week. But on a Pac-10 report, Cal gets embarrassed by Oregon. I'm not surprised at the outcome, but how they lost? Cal clearly has no quarterback. Talk about an embarrassment. Kevin Riley, is he like Jonathan Crompton, just a disappointing quarterback at a high rank? Because Kevin Riley, for Cal fans, has been pretty disappointing. They really just didn't show up at all that entire game. I was just shocked at the scoreboard, not that they lost, but the fact that they were blown and embarrassed up in Eugene. By the way, the Ducks, your uniforms suck. They look like the Green Bay Packers. When I was watching that. Oregon State lost to Arizona, and this was in Corvallis. Oregon State probably lost because of their early struggles, and they always start slow. You might think Oregon State sucks, but it's that they always start slow, and then they have a big winning streak later in the season. They're a second half team. And I guess Arizona's offense, the Wildcats, they came alive with Nick Foles. 37 points, man, in Corvallis. No complaints there. Stanford beats Washington. And that doesn't surprise me at all. I don't know why people picked Sarkisian and the Huskies. Remember, I said Stanford is a sleeper team of the Pac-10. And, right? They are a talented team. There's too much talent for them to be bad. And Stanford played hard out there and beat Washington. I'm going to have to worry about them next week when my Bruins travel up there to play Stanford. Too bad I can't go to the game, even though I'm very close to Stanford Stadium. But, wow, Stanford pretty much beats Washington big time. No surprise there. Also, on the other side note, Washington State and USC. The blood is still coming. There's so much red there. I don't even want to talk about that, but it's pretty bloody out there. Also, on a side note, San Jose State came back from the game. They won against the Cupcake FCS school. I was afraid we'd go 0-12, but we're not. And, it may not be much to celebrate about, but we won, and I'll take it. Have something to smile about. But unfortunately, the Devils lost, and the Pac-10 had a losing day in non-conference records. So, congrats to the Dogs. Played a good game, but the Devils also played a good game in defense, and they were not intimidated on the road, and the defense played a hard game out there. I'll see you guys later.